I'm going to make this recording really quick here. We're going to have to probably try to do these over again. But basically, we just wanted to explain to you, we hear a lot of things from people, okay? Mostly people just harass a lot. Some people do really bad things, the bad people. We try to explain to you how it is. We're the people with our God who's God alone. Our God is God, okay? He made everything. He's awesome. Ah! Our God is wonderful. So we're the people with our God. My beloved husband, King Melchizedek Shabtai Shabi, and me, our beloved family, all our beloved people. We're God's people. And He gives us a really beautiful, very, very large kingdom that lasts forever. That's never destroyed, never transferred to people. The ground is very holy. It's not going to take anything but good people. So we know that good people will be the ones who live forever. And the good people who are resurrected, they will live forever too. We know that. Our book of Daniel explains that. And so, and we know that we can safely say we told you, very easily tell you that we are only the king and queen of good people, the royal family of the good people. We know that. We told you that our God says that my beloved husband Shabi and I are married for eternity, he said in the thunderings. Was I happy about it? Yes, I'm extremely happy. I'm greatly happy. All of heaven knows that. God said in the thunderings too. So that would mean we're married for eternity. That means we live for eternity. And my church was like the next day, I'm like, oh, that means, yeah. Anyway, so to make a long story short, we were just covering some of the things that we've already said to you. Um, God said in some of the thunderings too, that in the days of the thunderings, uh, that particular time in the summertime, this past summer, and into the fall, all the way to Sukkot and everything, and so and even a little bit after that, he said a particular time after that, because it was days after the ones that days of thunderings after I told you about what happened when it told me to stand on the stairs, and so we could tell that we know that you can have everlasting life and live forever. There was this woman that was walking across the street, and all the women always try to parade in my face and everything. We told you about all the ones who tried to hurt us and take our things. And I was trying to say that they're better than me and everything. God said in the thunders, and the woman heard. Because in thunders, He says, "You see that woman over there? They're always parading around saying they're saying they look better than you. They're nothing but whores." That's what God said. The woman heard and she ran. See, because she could hear the thunderings too. But God is going to be saying that so she can hear, and telling me. So God said the women are always parading around and trying to say they're better than me and everything. But God said in the thunders, they're nothing but whores. Well, it's one thing if a person says it about you. It's another thing if God is saying it about you. See what I'm saying? God said in the thunders that my husband loves me, and God knows that I love my husband. And God said in the thunders that my husband and I are married for eternity. Shabi and I are married to each other for eternity. We don't even live for eternity. God said in the thunders that He made my beloved husband Shabi and me very good. And He chose us. He gives a very large kingdom. He made us royal. We're born royal and everything. And so you see, we have a wonderful family, and we have wonderful people. God also said in things that anybody that chose those bad men and those bad women with them were just like them. God even called them blasphemous whores, or a blasphemous whore, and that they would be no more. So all those bad women and all those bad men, you see what I'm saying? God says they're really bad. And God said nobody should ever try to hurt us or take our things. It's understood. If you're hurting something that I love, or hurting, or I'm being hurt and someone loves me, then you're doing bad things that God says not to do, and He says that nobody should ever try to do those things to us. It's just understood. And we ask our God for all the blessings that He promised to give us, and God said that He would in the thunderings, that He's giving those things to us. So we just know. And we know that nothing goes back to the way that it was ever again. We explained to you about the paper mache globe. After it's over with and all the stuff you use to make the paper mache globe, and you have this finished wonderful paper mache globe. But where are all the other pieces of things that you had to use to make it that you don't need? Those are all the things that fell, example of all the things that fell, and everything that followed the fallen things. It's discarded. which God will do. So he means destroying all those that tried to do really, really bad things. It's just understood. And we're going to try to explain it to you as simple as possible. Because God intended for the world to be good and people to be good, and to live forever. And only good. And God doesn't make any mistakes. And our God knows what he's doing. Our God is God. Our God is God alone, and he made everything. So we just wanted to say these things to you. The families are wonderful. God lets me be able to speak so that we can, be happy and please our God and do the right things. Because we're really good people. And we love our God very much. He's awesome. And so our God is wonderful. Our God is the God of Noah, the God of Elijah, God of Moses. That's our God. And God of Genesis, our God who made everything. God of Israel, it's our God. And so we just wanted you to know. I was thinking about the thunderings and how it was so much rain, and where in the place where the ark landed. It landed someplace around here, and people got off. And Noah and his family, Noah and his one wife, and Noah's 3 sons, and they each had 1 wife. It's important to make sure you have your right mate, especially for eternity. Eternity is a very long time, and it can be very blissful. And people think about how they don't have enough time to do things in a daytime. Well, in one 24-hour period, think about eternity. You have all the time. We just know that God wants you to know. He wants us to tell you that you can live for eternity and there's everlasting life. I'm going to do what God tells me to do and tells us to do. My husband and I are both like that. Our people are like that. We want you. People try to say that the bad people know that they don't get. Okay. We know that we do. Our God is telling us to tell you these things. Everlasting life. The bad people don't get that because they're really bad. Can't you see? Have the vision. Can't you see that the bad people are running because God is, he says he destroys all bad things, the bad things. Look at us. Have the vision. Our God before us. Golden glow, angels surrounding us, around all of us, and our God, with us. That's us. We're the Holy Ones of the Most High, we're the good people. That's us. And the bad people are with that evil thing. And all they want to do was try to keep us from being. But we're the good people. And God promised everlasting life and happiness. And God gave us everything. And we know. So, like I said, have a wonderful Shabbat. And we'll talk to you soon. And think about some of the things we said.